Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on the NZDayTrader channel. I'm Shami, and today I'm just going to be showing you a few earnings announcements that I've seen that had a negative reaction to the news. This is the part of trading. This is where you have to be careful that you're not on the other side of a bad earnings announcement. So just going to go over some that I've seen lately, so let's have a look. So first off, I just want to talk about the market for starters. So if you guys are trading in the New Zealand market, then you need to make sure that market sentiment is on your side. So if market sentiment's on your side, that means that you're able to know that is there buyers in the market or is there more sellers in the market. So right now we know from my last video that the market's been a bit of a downtrend, as you can see from these red daily candles. But lately, in the last couple of days, we've had some sort of green candles here, meaning that the market has been opening, has been closing higher. So that means there are stocks that are going up in the New Zealand market. So here we've had 2 green days, but then we had a huge sell-off, but the huge sell-off was basically overtaken by another really good green day, and then another one. So as you can see from the wicks here as well, it means that any sort of spike is being sold into at the moment. So there's still seller interest, but that's okay. Soon the sellers will be cleared out. And so basically when the price of something starts to consolidate, the sellers and the buyers are basically just like having a fight with each other. It's like, all right, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying. And at some point, the volume diminishes so much that it's just like no volume at all. Then sort of the stock or the market is forced to take a decision. And the decision is either going to be 2 ways. The market's going to go back into a solid reversal, back into an uptrend, or it's going to go downwards. So that's the best time to trade stocks, is when stock is forced to make a decision. A material announcement is quite good as well. So if it's a material announcement happening with the company, that means the stock is going to take some sort of action. And this is why I trade price action. I trade using like Catalyst, and we'll trade the trend is and how liquid a stock is. So I've got all these different factors on how I trade these stocks. So let's go through a few earnings announcements. I think I saw one previously. I think it was Picture. Let's check out Picture. So it's like PX1 or something. Picture Group. Cool. So here's the first sort of earnings announcement I noticed, and that you don't want to be in, be on the other side of. So basically, this is Picture Group, and they had the earnings announcement on the 20th of May. First of all, we can see for starters that, the stock is already in a downtrend. So that's basically just X in the box. And why would you get into a stock like this before the earnings announcement? Let's say you got on here, right? And you're like, all right, the stock's down enough and it's just going to reverse and go into an uptrend suddenly because they're going to have a really good earnings announcement. That's never the case. So basically, you have to wait for confirmation. So if there is a material announcement, wait for confirmation before entering the trade. So here we can see that the Pictures had a large sell-off. So basically it dropped by almost, if it was last time it closed here, and it pretty much dropped by like 15%. So 15% is huge. It's a huge, massive drop. Usually what happens is pretty much the usual, that the value investors come in and be like, all right, we see good value in this, Picture's going to reverse and all that. It was an overreaction. That's probably why I see that. But that necessarily doesn't mean that it's going to suddenly just start to go up like that. Even if it does, that's good. It's a good thing. But if it doesn't, then yeah, don't be surprised. Right, so let's take a look at some other stocks as well. We saw a bit of a sell-off in OCA, which is a retirement company. First of all, what we can see here, I can see straight away, and this is a classic pattern in the stock market, which is a technical pattern. And this is called the head and shoulders pattern. Look at that, perfect head and shoulders. So obviously you can see by the head over here, the shoulder over here. So this is a classic technical pattern that happens in the market. It's quite a bearish pattern as well. So, and what we saw here was, we saw that OCA had a announcement. So it records. So basically Oceania records strong 10-month trading results. So they announced that on the 21st. That was on this day here. And then, even though the announcement sometimes can say they had a strong performance, they had like this, that, it doesn't matter, because like only the market and how they react to the news is like the only way you can kind of sense if that announcement is good or not. So here we saw like a, after the announcement we saw a red candle as well. It's not quite a large red candle, So it does mean that it probably can, you know, might just sell off for a little bit, then, you know, trend higher again. But we just never know. Then you can also look at sector performance, like Somerset. How are they doing as well? Are they performing? Or so Somerset's looking pretty good. It's still got like a pretty much an upwards trend. Bit of a sell-off probably with the market coming back up. It could go towards all-time highs again. Who knows what happens? So also we had an announcement from My Food Bag. So that was an IPO that happened recently. So let's see what happened there. Cool. So they had the earnings on just recently as well, and what we can see here is we can see a large red candle. So it looks like a lot of stuff happened on that day. I'm just going to go to the 15 and see what actually happened and where the selling actually started. Alrighty. So what we can see here is the earnings came out at 10 AM. Did it come out at 10 AM? Let's see. Oh, they came out 8:30 AM. So investors must have thought that, hey, look, you know, they had a great, you know, they probably had a great like earnings announcement. But again, only the market, after a bit of action, after an announcement has happened, can determine whether the news announcement is good or not. So here it looks like some people probably bought it straight away, straight off the open, 150 all the way to 154. And after that, after the, you know, the buyers that kind of came in and bought, then what happened is it just kind of sold off. It just meant there's no buying throughout the day, and there's just more sellers, as you can see here. So people just looking to get rid of their positions during the earnings announcement, because when an earnings announcement does happen, it turns into suddenly a lot of liquidity comes into the stock. Many people want to buy it, many people want to sell. So yeah, cool. So that's just a little bit about some negative earnings announcements that's happening lately. Hopefully we can get some good ones going and some good momentum. I wish I could, hopefully in the future there's like more trades going like CBD, you know, trades like that was really good. I didn't capture that last time, but when something like that happens again, I'm ready to, you know, knuckle down and catch something like that. So now that'll be good. Cool. So if you guys enjoyed my video today, please like the video below. Also just subscribe to my channel. I'm always giving out tips here and there. I also have a free ebook that you can download in the description below. The ebook is quite good, so it's based on my experience on trading, you know, the ups and downs, and like you know, some mistakes that you guys could probably avoid as well if you're starting off. I also have a free course on how to get started with day trading. It's very simple, like free course for like to use like sharesies and, you know, graphs and all that type of stuff. It's pretty basic, but like it can help you make like move. It can help you make a move on getting started. So definitely check that out. If you wanted to like trade like me and trade real consistency, then I do offer like a paid course, which is quite good. Remember guys, all the best traders have had some sort of education, so you need to get the education if you want to be a successful trader. I mean, it is what it is. I've had education as well. I also did courses, and at the end of the day, like without those courses, you cannot move forward and build your knowledge, because you'll just continue to lose money. It's as simple as that. So definitely take that into consideration. Cool. Alright guys, happy trading. I'll see you on the next time. See you on the next video.